Yeah. Well, we're back again, folks. And I don't like the camera view here. I gotta keep adjusting. We're getting there here. Alright. Oh man, all this stuff here, a little prep here, a little prep there. What can you say? So we're back here again, as I promised, the Matt on Talk Show live right here in the studio today. Loading up our chat room. Like, share, and subscribe right here. Let me move this over a little bit here. September 2nd, 2025. Greatly appreciate all of you stopping in here today. Loading up a few things here. Messing around, messing with the chat. We're also connected with X tonight, so we have our X chat room connected. That's what's the hold up here. I'm just making sure this stuff's working here, because turns heel on me very quick. Alright, that seems to be working there. We're going to be talking about the Raja Jackson thing here. I talked about it yesterday on the show. I stopped by yesterday to an episode. Those of you who haven't seen it, I got my smile back. Too much feedback there in the headset. We got people lining up in the chat room there. What's going on, Nick? This is the YouTube chat. Alright, let me just, the X chat is acting goofy here, so bear with me one moment here. We're connecting with our X app here for the chat room here. I enabled it, but it's being goofy here, so let me take a second here to load that up here. Always technical difficulties here on the show. Nothing ever goes right. What do we got in there? So he's got some kind of weird goofy, you know, that emoji face, that looked like me last week there, man. With the Bell's palsy, but I'm finally recovered from the Bell's palsy. I did a little show yesterday saying I got that smile back. And I'm back, baby. The real Matt On's back. Here to take over the show. Alright, there we go. Now we're now the X chat's loading up here. Unbelievable. What do we got here in the YouTube chat? We got a guy named Nick in there. How comes it didn't have nothing there? Another, what is that, a heart there? Alright. Wait a second. I might know who that is. Alright, so, alright, there we go. Now the X chat's working here on our X app. You can get over there to our other social media platforms, rumble.com, TikTok, Clapper, Instagram, Facebook, of course right here, YouTube, blah, 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 and of course, X. We got the X chat loading up. Dave, what's going on? Bill, welcome to the chat room. We got a guy named Chip Douglas in the chat room. Chip Douglas. Damien, what's going on, Meng? Tom, welcome in. Terrence. Jim, what's going on, guys? We're loading up over there at X. Any questions you guys want to ask, feel free. I'm game for anything tonight. We're going to have some fun. September 2nd, 2025. All right, let's get to the topic here on the video. Raja Jackson, man, what a shit show that was there with that guy. That made headline news over the weekend last week. Just getting in there at this Knox Pro Wrestling show and just beating up Psycho Stu. And it was just a minor shit show. I discussed briefly on this on the Rumble show. You can also check that out, rumble.com. We also have the archive video of our 15th Rumble Live here where I touch base on some of the Raja Jackson stuff. But, man, I can't wait to see. Now, some of the news is dying down on the Raja Jackson thing. So I'm waiting for the big lawsuits to come out, and it's all going to hit the fan for Raja, that's for sure. Okay in there, huh? What is that, a piece of cake? What is that? What is that there? I'm Iranian? Are you sure? We might know each other. I got the eyebrows back, too. All right, and the latest update in all this Raja Jackson business is Psycho Stu woke up from his coma, because I believe he was sedated in his coma after being knocked out, choking on his teeth, choking on blood. And he woke up about Thursday last week, and then by the weekend, Psycho Stu was released from the hospital. So he's out there thanking everybody for the get well wishes and the mega amount of support behind Psycho Stu for this attack by Raja Jackson. There was a gag that some wrestling promotion wanted to book Raja Jackson, but I guess that ended up being a ruse, or Raja's too hot right now to touch, so don't even get involved in that. Don't even get involved. I'm waiting for the charges to come out. A lot of bad stuff happened out of that fight. He just got in there, off script, body slammed Psycho Stu, and just started wailing away on him. You can find the video here on YouTube. There's a picture of it as our thumbnail to this video. And the thing is, he was doing some sparring days prior to this incident, and then he ended up getting a concussion. So, his concussion might have affected his proper thinking, and then he got in there and just beat up this Psycho Stu guy. And now Knox Pro is off the WWE ID developmental, and that was run by former WWE Hall of Famer and father to the Usos, Rikishi, running that school. Well, now he's got a bad rap there on him, and it's not looking good. So, we can only wait to see what happens here. Alright, that worked out. Testing out our Matt On Productions there in the comments section here on the live chat. I could also do this one here. Watch out on the live. Those of you on YouTube. Got our One Matt Nation channel as well there. So we got our Matt On Talk Show Monster XFL Productions channel there. Don't ask. And of course, the One Matt Nation YouTube channel. Subscribe to those channels, please. Tom over there on our X saying it's messed up. Raja just got in there, went off script, and beat up Psycho Stu. Yeah. Ron over here in our X chat says Rikishi's fucked. Oh, man. Sayani over in our X chat says she feels bad for Psycho Stu. Yeah, that's messed up. It is messed up. So, he's making a recovery, and I'm pretty sure Psycho Stu is going to be suing Raja Jackson, as well as a lot of other lawsuits, especially people trying to protect the promotion and not answer questions from authority. That's another thing going on behind the scenes there at that Knox Pro Wrestling, is people don't want to talk to the authorities. Well, that could be another crime against the promotion. So we shall see what happens with that. We got some other news that's going on here. We got a lot of this news is actually from today, actually. We have Donald Trump moves Space Force Command from Colorado to Alabama. Get this. He's calling it Rocket City. Rocket City. Now, come on, man. Rocket City. Is this supposed to be in relation to Rocket Man, who used to call Kim Jong-un? Rocket City. I don't know. I don't care. That was kind of a waste, announcing that today at 2 p.m. Got us all excited just to announce that. Nothing exciting. Nothing to blow my skirt up. And then, another thing that was going on over the weekend, we had rumors. Let me move the camera over there. I like to try to get less of that white background and more of the brown background, So, weird rumors occurred over the weekend that Trump was dead rumors. What the hell is that? And Trump's, the reporters today in the room asked Trump, hey, what were your thoughts on rumors that you were dead? His response was, I knew nothing about that. Well, DT, he gave 0 Fs there, that's for sure. 0 Fs. Lenny in our X chat says Trump will never die. What else do we got here? Xavier, Trump is my man. We got Ken over here in the X chat. He says he can give a crap less about Space Force. Yep, whatever. Space Force. What's going on with the chat here? It updated on one, but not updated on the other. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Not sure here what happened with the chat here. Like, share, and subscribe, by the way, for all of you that are just joining the broadcast. So, greatly appreciate all your support. You can also support us on our other YouTube channels, especially our One Matt Nation YouTube channel. You can go over to our other social media platforms, subscribe and follow there if you wish. Amelia in our X chat, she says Raja Jackson has it coming for him. We got Phil in there saying Raja's effed. We got Jack saying big lawsuits, big money coming, Rampage and Raja, watch out. You can get over to X, join us in that chat room over there. Feel free to ask questions, or if you're right here on YouTube, ask any questions you like. You got Chip Douglas over there. Matt, it's good to see you're doing well. Hey, thanks, Chip. Chip Douglas? Isn't that the guy from Cable Guy? Jake says, Matt, love the show. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Let's get back to some news here. So we had Donald Trump dead rumors. Who the heck knows where that started from? And then now the other news today was Trump wants to send National Guard to Chicago, due to the crazy crime, but the mayor don't want it. Yep, he was on there as well this afternoon talking about, hey, we don't need this stuff here. You know, we asked for other stuff. We need other support here in Chicago. And Donald, you're not doing a good service to us. So a little divide there between Donald Trump, who's a Republican, and the mayor of Chicago, who's a Democrat. You know, a lot of tensions. You know, the mayor and them, they feel they can handle business themselves there in Chicago, and DT just figures, you know what, I'm throwing in the National Guard, and that has a lot to do, and the reason why he wants to do that, it has a lot to do with what happened over the Labor Day weekend here. 54 people shot in Chicago, and 7 were killed. So DT thinks the crazy crime is going out of control over there, and he wants to send the National Guard there, just like the National Guard helped clean up D.C. Now, DT is saying that it's crime-free there now in D.C., so, yeah, I guess. I don't know. But speaking of DT, news just broke right before we got here on the broadcast. Donald Trump orders a military strike on a ship that is departing Venezuela, so I haven't really got a full-fledged of what the heck the story is on that. But I definitely look into that, and if it's anything important, we'll get back to it at a later time here on the talk show. But that was just a quick headline, and I figured I'd throw it in here as part of the breaking news. Let me see if anything... let's see. Google can keep Chrome and Android judge rules in landmark case. You know what? No one cares about that stuff. Saturday Night Live adds 5 stars to its cast after departures. You know, that show's kind of gone downhill. No one gives an F about that. Gavin Newsom responds after legal win against Donald Trump. These guys, man. You know, like I said, Gavin Newsom, he's definitely going to be the Democratic nominee in 2028 is my prediction. What else do we got here? Lisa says F Gavin Newsom. Oh, man. F Gavin Newsom, huh? Damien in our X chat room says, Gavin Newsom's a greasy slime ball. All right, we'll go with that. Another headline today, House Committee releases 34,000 Epstein documents. So we will wait to see where this goes. You know, we tried covering this once before here on the show, and of course, not a whole lot of leeway. And then, weirdly enough, DT backpedaled and said, you know, there's nothing. He got with Pam Bondi and said all of a sudden there's no Epstein files to talk about. Because you're probably on the list, Meng. Probably on the list. So yeah, we talked about Raja Jackson. We had a whole bunch of Trump news today. Yippee skippy for some of you. Yeah, we will definitely be keeping up on the Raja Jackson thing and the Psycho Stew because a lot of stuff's coming down the pike with that. We're going to be talking about that probably a lot more in our lives as the year goes along. That story is not going to go away, I promise you. Once that Psycho Stew gets all of his malfunctions back in his brain, it's going down. And you know, Psycho Stew, he's an Army vet, so again, he had done wrestling to help combat with his PTSD that he suffered from serving for this country, which, by the way, thank you, God blessing, and we appreciate your service to this country, Psycho Stew. Another thing that's going to be appearing at some point on our YouTube shorts, or at least I'm going to be dabbling with, we're still going to be dicking around with the artificial intelligence, so this time I'm going to be experimenting with artificial intelligence related to yours truly. We're going to probably be uploading some goofy, funny pictures of yours truly as part of shorts, and I might deliver some commentary behind it, so look forward to that, maybe by the end of the week, as part of our shorts here on our Matt on Talk Show YouTube section. AI Matt, Artificial Intelligence Matt. That's right. Me in a superficial, different world, a different timeline, a different Matt. Maybe. We definitely have to keep the show rolling here. We definitely have to keep the show rolling and come up with new stuff every time, and especially if it's to entertain you guys, the viewers at home. We have our X chat connected here. We got Jared in the chat room asking, Matt, what are your opinions on the dating world in 2025? Do you really want my opinion? What a mess. What a dumpster fire dating is in the year 2025. It's nobody knows what they want. There's no morals, no tradition. You go on a date, hop into bed with a few people maybe. I don't get that lucky, but other people do. I'm not anybody's cup of tea, by the way, so I'm on the out list. I'm pretty much just about retired, in my opinion, if you ask me. Unofficially, just about 95% retired from dating. Yeah, I'm nobody's cup of tea. But that's all right, though, because I have the greatest creation besides my son and besides my daughter. I have the Matt on Talk Show. But no, the dating world in 2025, to answer your question again, is it's trash, no tradition. People don't know what they want, and it's very embarrassing. And if your ancestors, for some of you out there, were able to see this, they'd be shaking their head in utter disbelief and thinking, you kids are embarrassing us. And how can anybody get married? Because a lot of people just get married, and I know a few people in particular that just got married to someone just to have a roommate because they couldn't handle doing it on their own. Which is also another embarrassment, because here I am doing it by myself, raising a kid too, and paying all the bills. And, yeah, and I'm doing it. I'm Matt on. I don't quit. I don't surrender. And it's no surprise that I don't give up. Ever. I never will. But no, forget about it. Dating, what a joke. Forget about it. Throw all that stuff away. Who needs the dating stuff? Well, what do we got down here? All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened with the YouTube chat here. It's like one on one screen froze and the other... Okay, it's moving on that one. I don't know, guys. Well, like I always said, the YouTube chat, it starts off hot and then it becomes dead fish mode. That's why I have to sync up our other platforms like Rumble, X. I'm experimenting with some other stuff to try to link chat rooms using the YouTube link and the production, so I get the attention over here, and we're getting it on X as well. What do we got down here? Well said, times sure have changed. That's right, we got Austin X in the chat room. What's going on, Austin? Hey, Austin, you know, this guy over here in our X room chat asked me about dating. What say you? What utter garbage. Hey, Austin, there's a guy in our chat room, on our X chat room, named Chip Douglas. Isn't that the guy from Cable Guy? Chip Douglas. Oh, there's Chip. Yo, what up, Chip? Chip says, I'm still here, Matt. Chip Douglas. That's not your real name, man. Who names their kid Chip? Cindy in our X room chat says, that's why I will remain single here at the age of 40. I do not plan on dating because guys only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Oh, God. These people. And, you know, they're saying stuff in the chat room that I'm not even repeating here. The YouTube people, they'll just kick me off here, always attacking me. So I'm not going to repeat some of the stuff. Steve in our X chat says, Matt, I know you watch wrestling. What are your thoughts on the WWE Clash in Paris pay-per-view this past weekend? Well, you know, it was actually a pretty good show. The crowd was actually pretty hot for that event. And I actually liked the whole show from beginning to end, actually, believe it or not. The only match that was kind of a little on the sketchy end of the spectrum was the Nikki Bella-Becky Lynch match. Very bad coordination, and you know, it was their first time actually having a match together because they never actually wrestled each other, and the coordination was off in that match. But I definitely was kind of surprised and not surprised by the ending. You know, Becky Lynch now the fourth member of the Vision. I was thinking it was going to be Ethan Page or Ricky Starks, but I guess they're held up in some storylines in NXT. So we shall wait to see. You know what? NXT is actually on right now, but I don't watch it. I don't even watch the clips. I'd rather be on here. Ryan in our X chat room says, yeah, dating sucks. It's hard to try to get girls because they act like they're interested, but then they really are not. And then they only want to go out on dates, but never pay. And then it's like they get free meals. Yeah, I've seen that. Girls, they just go on the dates just to get the free meals. It's ridiculous now. It's a sad culture that we live in. Very sad culture. Jack in our X chat room says he hasn't had a girlfriend in 4 years. Whew. Austin X in our YouTube chat says she can't wait to see AJ Lee return. You know what? There's rumors that AJ might show up and be announced by CM Punk, who's also going to make an appearance this coming Friday on SmackDown. So I will wait to see those clips when they appear on YouTube, because that's how I watch it. You know, I wait till about 8:45, 9 o'clock at night to start watching the YouTube clips, because that's when they start pounding them out on the WWE YouTube channel or WWE on USA YouTube channel. Those ones, they're kind of a little out of sync. Sometimes one posts quicker than the other, so I switch back and forth to see who's got what. And of course, WWE Facebook page. But rumor has it, the streets are talking, that AJ Lee is possibly going to be appearing on WWE SmackDown this coming Friday. So we shall see. Fingers crossed. Now, somebody made a scenario that what a total letdown it'll be if CM Punk's tag team partner for this mixed tag team match they're probably building towards for WrestlePalooza is going to be Rhea Ripley. A lot of people like Rhea Ripley, by the way, no disrespect, but everybody's craving for AJ Lee now at this point. They're waiting for this girl to come skipping down the ramp and get in there and just whoop Becky Lynch's ass. Xavier says, I am hoping for AJ Lee to come back. She is hot. Thank you there, Xavier, in our X chat room. Yes, we shall see. We shall see. Mike, he's hoping for AJ Lee over Rhea Ripley. We shall see. Tom says AJ Lee is hot. All right. No disagreement there. But, yeah, we shall see. We'll keep everybody up to date on the Raja Jackson thing. What else do we got here in our notes? We'll see what happens with the Epstein file. You know how that goes. They get us all hot for the Epstein files. And then let down. Let down as always when it comes to the Epstein files. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I might not even waste any more time on that Epstein thing. It gets kind of depressing after a while. And, of course, AI Matt is coming to the YouTube Shorts here, so stick around for that. Possibly by the end of the week, we're going to have some AI Matt YouTube Shorts with my commentary. So, yeah, something new, some new content here to our Shorts. But we're definitely going to be rocking out the lives. I'm actually thinking about coming up with a schedule with doing these lives. As I said in the beginning of the year, it's Live Mania here in 2025, and there's still some time left here in 2025 to hammer out a whole bunch of lives. I'm thinking about every Tuesday doing a live, and then maybe either a random Monday or a Wednesday every once in a while doing a driving segment, and then, of course, either every other Thursday or every other Friday, whatever, doing a YouTube live as well, and then maybe a bonus live on some of the weekends. So yeah, I'm going to be hammering them out. You know, I got some time. I got a lot of time coming up here. I need to fill that stuff. As some of the people in our X chat asked about the dating thing, yeah, it's trash. You know, I might have some acquaintances and whatnot, but yeah, you know how it goes. Yo, Maddie, you want to come over here? Maddie's walking through the room here. He's walking away from me. You want to pop in on camera here? You know who's in the chat room? Austin X is in the chat room here. Yeah, come on over here. Maddie's here. He's walking by here. There he is. Down there in our chat room, Austin X is down there. Yo, Austin X. This man here, he did a Rumble episode earlier this week, shooting off his Nerf stuff. But, you know, we forgot to put on the Nerf socks, so we're going to do that another video. And, gonna have to hit up X, and we'll have like a competition here on the live one weekend, huh? Austin, you still down for that Nerf game? What do you think, Maddie? You and X in the competition? Hey, Austin X says hi, Maddie, right down there in the chat room. You see that? All right, Austin X is gonna be your #1 contender there, and gonna have a Nerf championship belt here. I'm gonna have to create. Huh? All right, there goes Maddie, folks, dropping by here for the live. I got nothing else to say. Thank you, everybody in our X chat room. Greatly appreciate all the support over there. For those of you that are just joining us in the X chat, like, share, subscribe right here to the YouTube. Thank you for clicking on the link. Austin X says definitely to that challenge there, Maddie, by the way. Austin X in the house. Thank you, everybody in the X chat room. Austin, look at that. Austin, are you running X tonight? Is that why they named it that? You know, it used to be Twitter, but now it's X. Austin X. I'm on to you. The real Matt-on's back now, by the way. You see the smiles back?
You're the same all the time.
I was looking a little Bell's palsy-ish the last week or two. All right, guys. Thank you much. Lenny, Paula, in the X chat. No thanks on the cat hair. Carrie, Terrence, have a good night, gang. Philip, Mary, appreciate your guys' support. And I appreciate all of you here on the YouTube. And we will definitely be seeing everybody again very soon. Right here for September 2nd, 2025. And I'm out. Hey. Later to you, Chip Douglas. Alright, guys. Yeah, there's a guy in our chat room. His name is Chip Douglas, Maddie. I don't know. The cable guy. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm out. See you soon. YouTube Live.